Good evening. How you all doing? Hi, Franco. So what I'm doing tonight is the idea track and field event came up as maybe the next basic game creation on this channel. So I wanted to work out how to do the key pulsing, like the keyboard basher of the original game where you had to smack two buttons together to get the character to move. Well, I've put this little program together here where basically we got two variables, A and B. So they're both counting up into ones. As soon as they reach 3 on line 70, so I've put let's see equal A plus B, when it equals 3 the character will then move, and it's working. So if I push P, he won't move. I'll push O on its own, he won't move. If I push them together, I can then cause the character to move across the screen. And I suppose it would be the same if I was to put the Campstone joystick control under that as well. You'd have to wiggle it left and right to get the character to move. Obviously, when you first push one of the buttons, you will get a jump forward, but you won't go any further until you start hitting them together like that. I'm not going to go absolutely mental on those T keys because I don't want to knacker my keyboard. Anyway, so I thought of two ways of perhaps doing this. Rather than moving the character, I could keep the character stationary, just have his legs moving, but move the scenery instead. So it gives you that illusion of movement, because otherwise every time we get to the end of the screen we then have to start him again on the left hand side. So that's where the dilemma is. Do I move the scenery, keep the character central of the screen stationary, although it's not, it gives the illusion that it's moving because the scenery behind him or the track is moving as we're smacking the keys left and right. Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of those games back in the day. It's just said in the chat room that many a joystick was busted. I have to say I probably wasn't a big fan of them. I did play them. I never broke a joystick, didn't play them that much, but I think what it was, I was just sat here tonight thinking, I wonder how they managed to move the character by having to push two keys. And when you work it out, it's quite simple, really. You just do it with a little bit of mathematical adding up until you get to the number 3, like I've done here, and then it will move. So it's not difficult. At first I was trying to think to myself, I wonder how they did that. Anyways, jumped on here and managed to do it straight away. And the reason why I'm on tonight is I may not be on Sunday because it's my dad's birthday, so I will probably be with the family, so I'm not too sure whether I'm going to be on Sunday night. So I thought, I'm not doing anything tonight. I don't announce my live streams, as you know. I just pop on as and when I feel like it. Bad of me, I know. I'm a little bit disorganized when it comes to them. I just like to do these random streams. Nothing's ever planned. with what I do. It's all off the cuff stuff. So the next thing I was going to try and do was maybe, do I start messing around with graphics? Whenever I make a basic game, I like to try and do the mechanics behind it first, get it working, and then mess around with the graphics after. So at the moment, I've just got the circle represents the head, and the little lines underneath represent the legs. Okay, so like I say, do I move the scenery or do we move the character? I mean, if we were doing this as a 100-meter sprint, we could just say, well, just make him run from one side of the screen to the other and time how long it took. That would be pretty simple to do. You see I've got a little number up in the left-hand side. That was just so I could see the variable change to get him moving. I can actually get rid of that now. My O and P button will probably be knackered by the end of this stream. So let's, just to get the idea, let's put a little track underneath him for now, just so we can get some idea of what I'm doing here. 720, oops, 720, print at, so I got Y is at 10, so let's put it at 11, -0. Let's just make our track up with some lines at the moment, and maybe an F for finish perhaps. So there we go, we've got to run until we get to the finish line as quick as we can, and when we get to there, it's we can then see how long it took us. I don't know if you can hear on the live stream my smacking of the keyboard. So, you know, I could quite easily wrap this up now, couldn't I? I could just say, have a collision detection. When you've reached the F, let's sit, and we could have a timer in the background using the inboard Spectrum clock, or even just a 4-next loop, see how long it took, with a timer going, and we could wrap this up and say, yeah, right, that's that game finished. Or we could tart it up a bit. We could put some nice graphics in there, make a nice animated person with its legs moving correctly and his arms swaying as he's moving, and maybe then level 2 we could have maybe the long jump, so we run, push a key and watch him jump, see how far we can get. And if we were just going to use the whole screen, then that wouldn't be that vital to move the screen, would it? I'm just trying to think, if we kept it as basic as possible, then it would be a playable game and it would run at quite a decent speed. Maybe we could have javelin throwing as well. What else we got? Hurdles. So I could put some hurdles in there, and we've got to jump over the hurdles. I think I'll just keep going what I'm doing at the moment. I'll get everything in place. I'd like to try and get the internal, I'm going to have to look at my programming books for this, because I can never remember the code for the inboard the internal Spectrum clock. I've got it here somewhere. Where are we? In fact, I think it's it. I've got the wrong book. Book 2. That's the one I'm after. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I've got the program. Might help if I put my glasses on so I can see it. There's my glasses. That's them, the ones that are fogged up. Okay, right, let's introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, if you're new to the stream, please consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button. There I am up on the screen. I've got my little mascot behind me. Where is he? There today. I've got my little mascot, my little Lego man head. We're actually in different surroundings than the live streams are usually in. Got new surroundings now. So I'm gradually trying to build up the background. It's just got a white wall at the moment, so haven't got around to putting stuff or shelves on the wall, but I will do eventually, and we'll tidy that up and make it look a little bit more cozier. So I'm using the program for the time clock. I'm actually getting out of this book here because the computer clock. There it is, the computer clock, and there's a program in here, very simple. Because I can never remember it, so you can't expect to remember everything. So let's go. Let's type it in. We're using the DEFFN for this. I'm going to use T for time. So what I'm basically going to do is I'll get all the basic stuff in. Let me know if the sound's okay. The music isn't overshadowing the voice, is it? I like a little bit of background noise. Now I did think about doing this on the ZX81, but I just think we can achieve a little bit more on the Spectrum for a game like this. Maybe I'll make two versions, one for this and one for the ZX81. I'm going to be saving it on the Div MMC tonight. I won't be using the SVI CAS. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure how you actually pronounce the name of that thing. So yeah, I'm going to be using the, in fact, I will do a quick save. I'm just going to do it in snapshots. But last time I came on the stream, I was pushing the wrong button on that. I kept pulling it out, blowing the bloody connectors and everything, and it turned out I was pushing the wrong button. So let's just call it track. Whoops. TSC. And I'll just save it as a snapshot now, and then break to go back. List 730. Right, okay. So so we got right. Very simple. If this goes correctly, so my F is at the end of the screen. So if I just put in there at 90, if X equals 31, then I'm going to go sub it away. Let's go sub to 200 for now. Don't forget, this is just the bones of the program. Once I get something working, then I would like to try and tart it up a bit, mess around with graphics perhaps, and see where we go from there. I don't want to get too involved in it in case it turns out to be a load of crap and it's like, well, there's any point going any further with it. Let's put at 14. took that. $16. So this little bit of code I'm putting in now is to do with the time. I don't know why we've got a capital T there. We're using the what I call the inboard computer clock. Just going to do it in seconds for a minute. So let's see what happens. I'll just go 210. We'll just stop the 2-1. We'll just stop the program. So let's see how long it can take me to get to that. Hopefully the timer is working. You took variable not found. Whoops, what's happened there? I put something in wrong. Oh, I see. It's capital T. I didn't put the old let in there, did I? Let T. I need to put that in there. I missed a line. So if we put at number 45, we'll put it at the top of the program. Let capital T. Come on, move. There we go. Took 0.12 second, 12 seconds. See if I can do it quicker. It's always 12 seconds. Something's wrong. I'm just reading the program here. I can't understand why I'm getting... Just let it run for a bit, see if it's the same. Now, something wrong there, isn't there? We're getting 12 all the time. I've done something wrong. I've probably put that in the wrong place, I think. And it goes at the start of the program, and capital letters don't make a difference in variables. No, I didn't think they did. I don't know why they've used the capital T there. I suppose. Let's move that to the top. I mean, I've go subbed it. Maybe that's what the problem is, because it's in my subroutine. So let's move it to number 5 and see if that makes a difference. So let's put it at the top of the program. That might be what the problem is. I stuck it in a subroutine rather than having it right at the start. Yeah, that looks better already. Let's see. Right, let's just take our time. That was more than 1 second, surely. I'm getting something wrong here. I've got stuff in the wrong order, I think. Maybe it's that one there. That's the problem. It should work. Why? I used the same technique when I did Night Racer, the racing car game, to time the car race. Oh, 12 then. Maybe it is working. Maybe it is working. Let's... Maybe it is then. Hang on. Let's try again. We got 1 that time. Something's not right with the timer though. Let's just take our time. Come on. Now 1. Something's not right. Where does that go? It goes to... I'm wondering whether it's because I keep telling it to let T. Maybe I should have taken it out of the loop. Yes, I think that's what the problem was. I had the instruction inside the loops, which just kept resetting it all the time. So let's just go a little bit slower. It should be 10.8. Maybe I'm wrong. .68. Getting a difference. Let's go really slow. Let's just yeah, it's working now. So what it was, line 20, I'd put it inside the loop. So of course it's just going to keep resetting it. So there you go, that took me 9.2 seconds. Keyboard smacker. 9.8. Not 9.08. Come on. 10.28. It's working now. Right, okay, so that's sorted. So we have now got a little running game. So it'll be a good little two-player game. I'm worried about fucking up my keyboard. Excuse the language. Oh, so we've got, so it took 16.4. So there, we've got a little running game now. So, you know, what can we do with this? You know, it's very basic at the very basic at the moment. And yeah, we are using the internal clock to do the timing. I'm basically counting the seconds, and we're using the where is it? DEFFN function to help us out with that one. So, I mean, we could make this look really nice now with some nice graphics, couldn't we? Make it look like a proper running track. Or do I bother? You know, do I bother? $55 seconds. Oh, maybe because I haven't reset the... Maybe I must have to do a... Oh, I left it running, didn't I? Yeah, so it's definitely working. Good evening. Good evening, everyone in the chat room. Yeah, we haven't got any sound in it at the moment. Someone's saying don't add beeps. So, I mean, we could have a... When we reach the end, we could have some sort of beep, couldn't we? Let's add a bit of colour in there. So if we go to 705, paper 4. In fact, let's go for yeah, let's just go pay. We can put a sky and everything in later. Let's just put a little bit of colour in there for now. Forgot to clear screen it. Probably better in black ink. Good evening everyone in the chat room. Now you imagine this with some nice graphics, it would really set the game off, wouldn't it? Let's just stop it there. Could probably, I wonder where, I was going to say, could we make this on the ZX81 but with the keys? Even with the different keyboard I've got on there now, I don't think it would be able to cope. So graphics, I'd like to try and improve the animation and try and, if I improve the graphics, it might encourage me to keep going with this and make it into something a little bit more special than it is. Well, it's not even special being the term, as in, yeah, very special. All right, okay, so let's have a little bit of fun. I don't know. I've got to try and remember how you interact with this. It's not giving me the interact. No, it's not that one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I did think about, someone's just mentioned, we were talking about that at the beginning of the stream. Should I move the scenery instead of the player, keep the player on his own? Similar to what I did with the Sonic the Hedgehog game that I made. So move the scenery instead. I mean, yeah, but let's sod the graphics at the moment. Sod the graphics. Let's have a look at that. That's let's go back to the basic code. Let's have a look at that. Just going to get myself sorted here a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I was just taking a phone call. Right, let's. I'm running. What's going on with my screen here tonight? I seem to have lost you all. Right, okay. Right, I'm back on the screen. Aren't you lucky? Right. The chat's. I hate it when it does this. The bloody chat's zoom gone right up the top of the screen. I'm not sure how you close that down. Okay, I've lost the chat. I've lost the chat room. For some reason, it's put the chat at the top of the room. I hate it when it does. Oh, there we go. There we go. Back. Sorted it. Right. Okay. So I'm going to do a scrolling screen as someone suggested. Oh, I've gone and pushed the wrong bloody button again. And I've got a full screen. What have I done? I hate Mac sometimes. It's gone. I've lost the chat. I can't see what I'm doing. All I've got is a massive great chat room. I don't know what I've pushed. Bloody thing. Oh, there we go. We're back again. What's going on here? I've lost the chat. I don't know where the chat's gone. So, unfortunately, I don't have a chat room anymore. You've gone. Let's see if I can shut it down. So embarrassing when this happens. Right, let me turn the chat off. And then let's just turn you back on, see if that. For some reason, it's just enlarging the whole screen. Oh well. I don't know how to shrink you guys down. I've got to. Oh, I'm going to have to turn the chat off because I can't see what I'm doing on the controls here. Right, I'm sorry, I've got no chat. The chat room has disappeared. Oh, that's right, I can still see it coming up on the screen. Right, let's just get on with it. Sort of pissing around with this. So let's put a where are we? List 730. $730. Two strings. We'll get this done and then I'll look at doing the graphics. So I have quite a big playing field to begin with. We can always shrink it down. I won't just have lines because otherwise we're not going to see the scenery moving. So at the moment, I'm just going to do that. We'll change. In fact, if I put that as graphic A and B, and then when I come to do the graphics, I can remember that this is the scenery. Oh, that's because I was playing Manic Miner before this. I was playing my Manic Miner game, and the graphics are still in there. Ah. Oh well, let's use Manic Miners. We could actually have Manic Miner as the main character running, couldn't we? Because I've got the graphics are already in there. Okay, well let's do that. That's kind of thrown me a bit. I forgot that was in there. Right, so we're just trying to find the scenery. So there we go. Go one more line, I reckon. So we have got the graphics of Manic Miner already in the memory from when, before I came on the stream, I was playing Manic Miner, the basic version that we made last year, was it? Last year? 2 years ago now? Bloody hell, where's time go? So let me find his head for going. No, we don't want that one. Oh, there we go. I want that one there. That saved us a bit of time, isn't it? We can have a little bit of Manic Miner running. This is back end. I need his. That's it. There we go. So we'll make Manic Miner run. His head's flashing a bit. I'm going to have to change the way I'm printing him. Yes, the game that started it all for me, the old Manic Miner game, kind of got everyone's interest in what I was actually doing, and it turned out all right, actually. It turned out very well. Learned a lot from doing that one, and I often go back to it and change stuff that I've learnt going forward, like, you know. Right, main loop. One, two. just got to get this right now. Trying to remember how I did it last time. I'm just looking at the code for when I did the little Manic Miner game. Not Manic Miner, sorry, the Sonic the Hedgehog game I wrote, because it's exactly the same as that. But it's been so long since I looked at it. So I'm not cheating, because I did originally write the code for it. So just trying to jog the memory of how I did it. So I'm just reading the code quickly to try and implement the same sort of the thing as what I did there. Right. Ah, got an in. Description wrong 45. It might be because I haven't got enough characters to there. Might be. I think that might be the problem. I don't think I've got enough. Here we go. So I haven't got the full screen, have we? Yeah, we're getting there. That's because I got it to 20. That should be to 31. Here we go. Now keep the man stationary and move the scenery. So that's easy enough to do. All I want to do is let's change the color of that scenery first so we can see it a bit better. Let's just put it in ink 2 for now. So at least we've got some movement underneath. But obviously I want to keep our little Manic Miner character still. Well, there's the counter 56. So all I've got to do is change that. I wish I could get the chat room up. I don't know what I've done here. Let's try again. I don't know why I've got a full screen. Yeah, I don't know what I've done, but I've messed the chat up. So every time I want to open the chat, it fills the whole screen up, and I've no idea why. Bloody useless at this. The other laptop. Where's the? Oh, the other laptop. Maybe I could see the chat on there. Anyway, I'm not going to worry too much about the chat because you are popping up on the screen as you type anyway. So at least if I get to catch that. Yes, so we got E equal to E plus 1. Now I can change that. we could put it in here. So instead of moving the X, I'll put the E in there, like that. Get rid of 56. There you go. Let's just center him up a bit. So he's now stationary. And then all I've got to do is, obviously I've made our scenery quite a long track there. So list 700, let's change the X position. So at the moment I've got it at 1, so let's put it, say put it at 10, so he's central-ish. Now if I do him, now we've got his legs moving, there we go. Of course he's never going to reach the end at the moment, because what we need to do is, if we go list 3730, if I was to put our F there, say, for finish. So there's our F. Obviously it's not going to see it yet because I haven't put the collision in. And we can put that F wherever we want now. But if we were clever, I could work out, like in a proper track and field event, where that counter is. Like, is it every meter? Not every meter. Every 10 meters or something, you would have one. So let's so at the moment I've got it to go to 31, haven't I? We could just put a screen strings in there for now. We'll change it later. There we go. So it took me 10.96 seconds to get to that. So like I say, we could 740. I could move that further down. Don't know why I made the track so big. There's no need to really, but never mind. Let's put it there. Oops, F. Get rid of 720, we don't need that anymore. List. Where have I, it's at the beginning, isn't it? Left 45. I'll just put a bit more colour in there. Let's go ink, not ink, paper, sorry, paper 7. So I programmed it so it's a key basher. I might actually plug the joystick in and do the joystick control to wiggle the joystick left and right to get him to move, because I don't want to fuck my keyboard up. Excuse the language. It's going to take me ages to get to that F. There it is, the finish line. $49.8. Right, let's go again. No, hang on a minute. It'll keep going, won't it? Why did it it ignored the stop? I must have forgot to put the stop in. List 200. Yes, it's restarting the program because for some reason the stop has been removed. I'm going to stop it for the moment because we haven't put a start screen in or anything, have we? So Manic Miner track and field event. I didn't realise I already had the graphics in because I was looking at my Manic Miner game that I created some years ago and I didn't clear the memory, so luckily we still had the graphics in the memory, which has saved a bit of work. Come on. So I mean, what I could do is put another scroll above him, I suppose, with here we go. 49.554 seconds. And I've knackered me keyboard. So if I wanted to put the joystick control in there, I better save this actually, ain't I? So let's just hope when I push the button I don't lose it all. Right, Cap Shift S, file name, so I'm calling it track at the moment. That's it. Yes, we'll overwrite it. Okay. Run it again. Let's just try and think what could I do to this. Really, we only what I might do is make the top half of the screen in sky color, bottom half green. Try and just improve it visually a bit. Just using the graphics which I already had in there. So let's go list 700. I'm trying to remember how to do most of this because I've been messing around with the ZX81 and kind of got distracted with the new toy and haven't been on the Spectrum for some time. Right, 4F equal. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Franco taught me on one of the streams where we just fill it with paper color, and I cannot remember for the life of me how we did it. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to pull up the game where we did it, and I'll be able to look at the code. There's no harm in that. Right, list. I know it's yeah, right, got it. That was quick. First line, it came up. Let's go to, so we're at 10 line. Where did I put my character? Was it 10, wasn't it? So 0 to 10. Print at F0 tab 31. I think I've got to put the paper color in there. I forgot to put the color in there, haven't I? That will clear it. So I need to put the paper color in. I think that's where we put the color. We shall soon find out. No, we're over there. There we go. It's a bit better, isn't it? I mean, we could make a stadium. We could have a stadium of people there. Probably look crap. Let's put some little circles there for heads. Oh, they're on their own side. I think that will look rubbish anyway, to be honest. They need to be done in graphics, don't they? If I was to fill that, make like a stadium above it. Leave it like that for a minute. Right, okay, so I mean, I don't know what else to do to it apart from make a title screen. I don't know. I really need to try and get this chat room out. Let me go to the chat room so I can have a quick read, see what people have been saying, because I'm a little bit blind here. Willie's runs. A long jump. You could maybe make the character 3 high. No, 2's okay. Are you in cinema mode or default mode on YouTube? I've no idea, Nick. I pushed something and now I've got a full screen of chat, so I can't see what I'm actually recording now. I'm just having a quick look while I'm reading the chat to see if there is any way I can get it back to how it was. Now I've disabled chat from the live stream. Now you're back again. So I don't know what I have done. Full height docks. What does that mean? Reset docks. If I lose you, reset this will hide additional docks. You will need to unhide these docks from the docks. What the hell's a dock? I don't want to reset it in case I lose the stream. It did this to me before and I just gave up in the end and sorted it out. Oh, hang on. Scale to window, canvas, zoom out. Let's try zoom out. No, that ain't done nothing. Lock preview. It won't even let me. No, it won't let me do bugger all. Exit full screen. I'm trying to. It won't even let me do that, Franco. The icon is missing. Unfortunately, I can't show you, can I? I can't. It's not like I can pull the screen off and show you. But it won't let me exit the full screen either. Pain in the ass. Yeah, I've accidentally popped the chat up. You're right, and I don't know how to get it back. And what I don't want to do is throw you all off. Scale to window. Try that. No. All right, let me turn chat back off. Click the mouse on the video and press F. Right. mean, I can read it as it's popping up on the screen. Thankfully, I've got that feature on here, but for some reason, the chat box has just got a massive, great chat box. I don't want to really waste too much time messing around with it, so I'm going to leave it alone. It's just a pain when this happens. So if popping chat out is a problem, I could still read the chat because I got the app on it, which will pop the messages onto the screen. So you guys, when anyone watches this back, they can read the chat as well. So at least I've still got that. So let me lock the preview and let's just continue programming. I'm not going to worry too much. I can still see now and again people talking in the chat room. So what I want to do before I go any further, I want to put the joystick on this. All right, I've got two joysticks here. So list 50. First of all, we need to say, I'm going to put let where are we? Kempstone joystick equal in 31. And I'm going to have to pull up the number chart so I can remember what joystick did what number corresponds. In fact, no, I don't. It's in my little notebook here. I've written it down. So much to remember. It's written down in here somewhere. There we go. So it's 2 left and 1 right. So or KJ equals, so that would be 1. Or KJ equals 2. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that quickly again, Cap Shift S, because I'm going to plug the joystick in, but sometimes when you plug the joystick into this, it might throw it all out and we may end up losing everything. So I'm going to save it as a snapshot. Yeah. And I have got this little bad boy here. I've got this one, which I hardly use because I'm not a great fan of it, but it might be okay for this game. So let me plug it in. I've saved it anyway, so if it all goes tits up, at least I've still got what I've just saved. Oh no, this one won't fit, will it? Because it's a USB connector. I would have to put it on the the Spectrum for that to work. So I'm going to have to use the other joystick, which is just a simple Atari joystick, because it's got the wrong connection on it, the other one. So let's plug it in. Hopefully, if it all goes off, I'll just have to reboot everything. Oh, that's all right. We're still live. So let's go back. Let's see if it worked. Right. I don't know whether the joysticks, I might have to do a complete reset. So let me reset the computer. Just to make sure, because I've literally just plugged it in. It might be that it needed resetting. So I saved it as track, didn't I? Let's try it. Yes, it's working. This is this ain't the right joystick for this. Come on, move, you bastard! Come on, move! Oh, fucking hell, my arm's killing me. Come on. Come on, don't show me up. This doesn't look very good, people watching me doing this on the screen. Come on. Come on, you bastard! Oh, fucking hell, my arm's killing me. I'm going to end up smashing this. Oh. Where's that fucking F2? There it is. Come on. Oh, Jesus, I'm knackered. Oh, yeah. 74 seconds. Gee. That was a workout. Wow. Well, it worked. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm absolutely... Put the joystick on. It's got no suckers on it, though. It was a cheap buy from eBay. There's no suckers on this. As I would put it on the... I haven't got much desk here because I've got all my computers on it. I wonder whether it would work better if it was on the desk. Let's move the ZX81 out of the way so I've got a bit of room here. Otherwise, I don't know, I could put it on the Retro Spectrum and plug the other joystick in. That might be a bit better, actually. Let's try it again now I've got it on the desk. I'm fucking knackered. Right, okay. Fucking TV's gonna fall off the wall. Come on. Come on, he's moving. A little walk in the park. God. Can I beat 74 seconds with the joystick wobbler? Please don't break live on air. Please don't break live on air. Don't snap. Don't you bloody snap on me. There it is. There's the F. Am I going to beat 74 seconds? Come on. Yes. 55. Oh, I'm so unfit. Well, that was entertaining. Right. It's a shame I can't get all of you on your on your computers, and we had them all up on the screen together, and we could all time ourselves and have us all there filming ourselves like a gallery of us. Okay. Oh, jeez. That was cool. I like that. That's good fun. So the joystick's working. You'd be pleased to know. All right. I wonder whether I can do a level now where we do the long jump. You know, where we got to run. And then we push a key. And he launches himself. And we see how far we can get him. Yeah, it's... You can do it quicker with the keyboard, obviously. I knew this was going to be slow in basic. That's why I said maybe I'll do a graphic character as a snail. Come on, Willy, run, Willy, run! Come on! So I don't know if there's any way I can make that better than I've done. We might gain a couple of seconds if I change the screen string to ATTR, perhaps. I don't know. God. I'm knackered. I'm absolutely knackered. Oh, okay, so let's have a look at it. It's quite a nice, quite a fun little game as it is, to be honest. I mean, I could do a nice little title screen. Just trying to think if I could do like the long jump. The problem is, how would we judge, how far he would go? We'd have to do it somehow on how much you're banging the keys together. Maybe another counter going. And say, for instance, you got to 8, then he would only move 8 spaces. Depending on how hard you're pushing them buttons, it's making the other counter climb up. So say you got past 8, you got 12, then he would jump 12 spaces. Do you see what I'm saying? And of course, we'd have like that F, for instance, would be where he would have to stop. If you go over it, then it's game over. But you'd have to stop on the F for him to jump. I don't want to try and do it all tonight because I want this to be a little bit of a live stream experience, a little game to continue on, Maybe we could have different characters from games, perhaps have Monty Mo up there as well, and Dizzy, all the different ZX Spectrum characters doing the track and field event. So, get busy, send me in your graphics. They always used to have a jump that you held to get a jump angle, yeah, because we could we could push the fire button to make him jump. I need to go and get a drink. I need to go and get a drink. I'll leave you with the code. I'll just pop down and get a drink. I'm knackered. I'll give you some music to listen to as well while I'm go down and get a drink. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some hurdles in. So we can have a hurdle race as well. Yeah. And you got to jump over the hurdles to get to the F. That'd be quite easy to add in for now. Well, I say that. Let's hope it will be easy. I can't see why it won't. Shouldn't be too difficult. Right, okay. So, I mean, join in on the next live stream and we'll continue this. I'm reading the comments there, people coming up with ideas on how to do the long jump and stuff. Oh yeah, change the screen strings to if D string. Okay, yeah, I'll do that now. In fact, before I go any further, because I'm probably going to have to change that as well for when we hit a hurdle. I'd like to try and get you guys involved. It's a shame, like I say, I've messed up the bloody chat room. I'll sort it out for the next stream. It doesn't like that, Franco. It doesn't like that piece of code for some reason. Oh shit, where's it gone? List 90 E plus 10. Where are you getting the E counter? Doesn't like that. I'll change it back to screen strings for a moment. Like I say, this I wasn't expecting to get this far tonight, to be honest with you, on this unexpected live stream. I'll just change it back to how it was for now, and then we can mess around with that later. Oh, sorry, you've corrected it. Let me. Great, he's quickly responded. So let me try what he's written now. 1-E. I like putting new bits of code in because it's a great way of getting you involved in learning as well. So right, okay. Let's just test it again before I go doing anything else. Where's the how do I turn the bloody chat back off? Come on, I have to turn the chat off. There. Okay. So let me see. Oh, I've unplugged it, haven't I? Can't do it with that now. Have to be the keys. I don't want to. Let's just try and get that F. Come on, run, Willie, run. Run, Willie, run. Come on, Willie, run. Why did I put the F so far away? There it is. There's the finish line. Yes, you're right. We don't need to redraw his head, do we? Because he's now stationary. Someone just mentioned, yeah, that's a good bloody point, actually. We can stop all that because he's stationary, his head can just stay where it is. So we don't need to put, we don't need that line there in. Because his head isn't moving. It's only his bottom half, so that should stop the flickering. Yes, good shout. Well done, that man. So there, that stopped his head from flickering. Good point. Good shout. Was that from Nick, was it? Yeah, if I do jumps, yeah, good point. Yeah, if I then decide to jump over the hurdles, it will have to go back in. I mean, one way of getting rid of the flickering is redo that line and do a separate line for it. It's because I've put it all in the same line. I have this problem every time I do it. Put it all in the same line if I'm using more than 2 blocks together. So I would do a separate line for it. I'm going to have to put that back in because I'm going to make it jump eventually. So let's at Y1, X1, we'll put it back in for now because, as said by Sunbust, I think I saw your name quickly pop up there. He's right. If I'm going to make it jump, then we will need to delete, because his head's going to flicker again. Oh, the bottom half's flickering now. It's because I haven't put +1 there. There we go. Oh, no, it's -1. We'll sort that out later. It's easy to sort that out. I can stop it from flickering. In fact, it's actually bugging me. So let's stop it from doing that now. So let's put, if we'll do a separate line for it, that should sort it out then. It's more or less than Y, or X1 is more or less than X. Then then where are you? Then where's then gone? There it is. Then print at Y1 X1 space, and I will have to do the same for at Y1 -1 X1. Like that. Let Y1 equal Y. Let X1 equal X. Come down here. Hopefully this is going to work. Get rid of that. We're not going to need that in there. Hopefully that should sort the flicker out. Yeah, there you go. No more flicker. So all I've done is just moved it into a separate line. There we go. So that's that sorted. So let's get back to what I was going to do. I want to put some hurdles in, yeah? Obviously I'm using the graphics that were already in the memory. I quite like our little Manic Miner character, so we'll keep him in there for now. Maybe on the next live stream we can decide what characters we are going to have. We'll go E-string, and we don't. We go D-string because this will be line 2. Right. So for hurdles, I don't know what graphics we've got. Oh, we could jump over the beer bottles. Okay, let's jump over the beer glasses, yeah? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Got the equals. I think my tennis elbow is flared up from doing all of that stick beating. Me bloody, do you know what? It bloody has as well. Oh. I'm getting errors replaying here. Errors? Oh, errors replaying. Oh, okay. Don't know what that's about. Can't help you there. So let's go up to line 45. Just reading trying to read the chat when it comes up. Okay, YouTube's broken again. Service unavailable errors. Oh, I don't know what that's about. I've got nothing coming up my end, so it's nothing I've done. I'm not guilty for that one this time. Right, 46. Print at. It's going to be on the same line. And 11.0. And we'll have them in ink. We'll have them in magenta for now. We'll see what it looks like in magenta. And it was D string. And it was 2 this time. So it'd be 2 E 2 31 plus E. So exactly the same as the code above, really. We're just going one line higher. Oh no, it'd be 9, won't it? Not 11, that's underneath it. So that would be 9. Oh, of course, we're going to need... And his head's flashing because we're in the screen. We're in a string. So we're going to have to sort that out at some point as well. So that's going to have to be 10, isn't it? Yeah. That's the only problem. Gonna have to sort that out. There is a way of doing it, and I know Alex Davis has managed to sort that out, and I'm gonna have to He did teach me how to do it. To get rid of the flicker, I'm going to have to recall my notes and work out again how he did it. So yeah, I'm going to have to sort that out. But there is a way of stopping it from flickering, so don't worry about that. We will address it probably in the next live stream, because I need to look at how he actually did it, because he sent me the information on how to do it. Very easy to do, but I can't bloody remember right now. I'll have to. So anyway, let's just get him jumping, because I don't know what is the time. Yeah, well, it's nearly. Only change the body on a step forward instead of every loop. Yeah, it was something like that, something like you've just said. So right, to get him jumping, and this might be a little bit more trickier. So let's put if k strings equals let's go just put m for now, or kj equals so the fire button is 16, I think I'm right in saying that. Then let y, no hang on, we want let j, let's have another variable equal 1. Yeah, I'm not going to put any beeping in it. I'm not going to put any sound in this at the moment. We can mess around with that after. So let's j equal 1. So I need to give j a number. So let's just do that quickly. 700. I'll put it next to RE there. I'm going to put let j equals 0. List 71. So if j equals 0, then if k strings equals m, okay, then let j equal 1. So then if I come down to, I'm squeezing it all in here, 72, it'd be let y equal y minus 1. If j equals 1, then let j let j we can put j. Let's see what that does a minute, because I don't want him jumping too high. Then I don't know whether that's actually going to do anything. Whoa, there he goes. So we need a counter on there for when it gets to, if j equals 3, then let j equals 0. No, I need him to come down. J equals, let j equal 1. What have I done here? Where's my code? So if j equals 0, then if m, let j equal 1. So I need to tell it to 0 again. Um, 70. X is more or less than let j equal 0. Right. If screen stings equals space, then let y equal y plus 1. I'm messing this up here. Come on, you should know by now to do jump routines. I've done that many of the damn things. Should know how to do them by now. I've made that many characters jump in the last year or two doing programming, and my mind's gone blank. Mine's gone blank, so right, so that's that sorted. So I need to get rid of that other line. Where did I put it? It probably won't work at the moment. Where did I put it? I got two M's in there somewhere. Oh. Right, 72, get rid of that. We don't want that in there. I'm gonna have to tidy up all my numbering. It's all over the place. So if our jump is more than 0, then let j equal j plus 1. So we're doing the jump counter. Then we let y equal y minus the jump counter. Yeah. Then if j equals 3, then we have to let the jump counter go back to the 0. Yes. I think I've got, hang on, we're getting there, but messed it up somewhere. I can see better now. I've removed my glasses. Right, where are we? Fucking numbers everywhere. Right, if j equals 0. Oh, hang on a minute. List 700. If I've set j to 1 at the beginning, that needs, oh no, I did put it at 0. I can't blame that. What's actually going on here? He's going up. I need him to come back down. Oh, hang on. I know what's going on. I think I've got to remember it's a double character, isn't it? So, oh. Ah, it's that one. 71. I need to get rid of 71. Yeah, 71 needs to go. That was the line I was looking for. He's not falling back down. Let me see what I'm doing here. So I haven't told it to jump back down. That's why. So 71 if y plus 1 x. I'll put it all in screen strings for the moment. I kind of like doing that with my stuff, and then I gradually go back and change it. So if it equals nothing, then let y equal y plus 1. It's not falling back down. What have I done? That's messed it up here. Of course, I can't see the chat room, so you guys can't help me because I can't. So I'm alone. I'm alone. Very much alone on this at the moment. I think my code's kind of right, but I've messed it up somewhere. Let j equal 1. If j is more than 0, then let j plus 1. Oh, what's going on? I'm a bit lost on this now. I think it's have I got rid of the... Have I deleted a line by accident here? Because I'm still getting his head's part of him left behind. I think I might have deleted a line here by mistake. I think I have, haven't I? Yes, you have. That's what's 77. I've gone and deleted a line. If it might be working, it might be because I've done this. I can't see it working. If y1 is more or less than y. I'm having a deja vu moment now. I've already done this once. I can't see it anywhere. I must have deleted it. I think that's what's throwing me off. Because I can't see it working. It's just leaving a... then print at y1. No, we don't want that. Push the wrong button. y1, x1, space. And we want the same at y minus 1, x1, let y1 equal y, let x1 equal x. I can't see that line anywhere. I must have deleted it. Yeah, there we go. Fucking hard. Good. It's just the basic, it's just struggling with it, trying to... This is going to have to be on the joystick, I think. I'm trying to get him to run. It's just not... just... You know, I've knackered my fingers out all of last week on the ZX81 with those bloody keys, and now I'm messing my fingers up playing this. So I've got him jumping, but obviously when he's up in the air, I'm trying to move the screen at the same time. It's just, I think we're gonna have to, I might have to plug the joystick in and see if I can do it. What do you think? I know his body's flashing. We'll sort that out on the next stream. I think I'm going to have to plug the list, save that. At least I've got him going up in the air. It might be that I need to make him move forward slightly. Hang on, let's just do that a minute. Let's see if I can just make him move forward as well. So where is he doing the jump? It's there, isn't it? Let's put let x equal x plus 1. Let's just see what happens. There we go. It's just it's impossible with the keys trying to be... Yeah, I like that idea. Somebody just said rather than scroll the hurdles. I like that idea actually, what you've just said. Let's do what you've just said, because I think that we could just have one hurdle just moving across. So let's get rid of 46. I kind of like what you've just said. So I did catch that quickly. Let's put, we'll call it H for hurdle, and it'd be -1. And I'll put print at, what was it, 10, 31. All right, I know it. If we go 30, and we can put graphic. I've got to try and find the beer glass now, but I think your idea might work better. It'll stop that flicker as well. We could put a space behind it like that, and we'll put the color in. Magenta, wasn't it, for now? So let's go to 700. I can actually get rid of 745 for now. We don't need that. And we'll put, I'll put it here. Let H equal 30. I suppose I could mess around with deleting the old position, but I've just put a space behind it for now, just to see if it will actually do it. And Another thing I need to put there is if h equals 0, then print at 0.10 space, so it deletes it, and then let h, I need to change that. That needs to be a H. That 10, I need to change that. That's wrong. The 30, sorry, I need to change that 30 to a H. Not going to do anything else, is it? Let H equal 30. 30. 30, 30, 30. So let's pull that down. That H needs to be, that needs to be a H. I need to go back to my variable. That, wherever I put it, where that, yeah, I've already put it as a H, so we should now, yeah, that's better. Well done, that man, for mentioning that one. It didn't delete the beer glass, and we're not running anymore. List 46, and it didn't delete it because it's in the wrong place. That should have been 10, that should have been 0. So we're kind of getting there. Let me change the moving forward bit. It's a bit too much. Let's put it down to 0.5. I'm only catching bits of chat up when they come. You could speed up the ground, but not scroll a huge long string as well. Yeah. Yeah, we could shorten that string. I know I've put a big long string in there. I was unsure at the beginning of the game what I was actually going to do. I think I preferred it as 1, to be honest. We don't need to go up too high either, do we? So maybe if I put that to 2, because at the moment it's 3, so let's put that to 2. I think he's jumping too high. That's better. That's better. That's more realistic, isn't it? I'm going to plug the joystick in and see if it's any better with the joystick. All right, so prepare for some entertainment. Let me just make sure that I put the joystick control in there, because I don't think I did I? List 75. I'm going to go for the old joystick wobble. Or KJ equals 16. All right, so let me just save this quickly. Cap Shift S, and it's called track. Track, overwrite, yes. Okay, so I'm going to reset it. I'm going to plug, where is it? There it is. I'm going to plug the joystick back in. Right, joystick's in. In fact, I'll reset it again just to make sure that it's the div MMC port for the joystick works. Let's find track. And let's see how it performs now with the joystick plugged in. This is going to mess my... Right. Just move hurdles when jumping. Yes, yeah. Just move the hurdles when jumping. The problem is, come on, move. It's not working very well at all. it's crap. It's just not. Since I've added more to it, it is not responding very well at all. I can't even get him to move. Oh, I think I just heard something snap. No, it's still working. I thought I heard something snap then. Problem is, I only want him to jump in one position as well, don't I? And he's moving forward. I don't want him to move forward. So I'm going to have to take that back out. Hurdle should only move when running, not constantly moving. Yeah, I know. So what I need to do then is the hurdle movement. Let's get rid of that H. Take that out. And that needs to be as and when C equals 1, which... Where are you? I haven't deleted it, have I? Is that why it's performing not very well? A habit of deleting stuff. Oh, there it is, there. What's this here? Deep. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so let's put our hurdles. Let H equal H minus 1. Run. So now the hurdle should only... It only cost me £3 this joystick, so I'm not worried if I break it. Jump! Jump! Oh, it's useless. I'd be better off putting in the other one. It's just not responding very well at all. What's it like on the keys? Since I've added more to it, it is really crap response time. It's more like a walk in the park. Walk back from the pub game. This isn't a trap event. This is walking back from the piss. Walking back after being on the piss. Walking back from the pub. Let's get rid of that. You know, I'm half tempted to get rid of the bashing of the keys and just have to push one key to get him moving. Right, so let me get rid of edits. Oh no. Oh, what's happened? Oh dear. It's crashed. I'll take that joystick. I don't know what happened then, but it crashed. List 46. So I'll take that back out. I'm going to put that hurdle back where it should have been because it was in the wrong place. Like you say, it shouldn't be moving. Where is it? 70. I don't know whether I'm happy with the way the jump is. I don't think he should be jumping forward. Just jump up in the air. So I'm going to take that back out just to see how it looks. But I have noticed the response time now to try and get this moving is not very good at all. Very slow. Yeah, very slow. In fact, is it better now on the joystick? The version that you found, that I think it was Nerdy somebody just said you found a version. Did he have the old joystick wobbling and the key beating like I'm doing, or did he? Because this just isn't fucking. This isn't good. This is just too slow. My version's crap. Since I've added more stuff into it, it's just not responding at all well. Probably a better way of doing this. Maybe it's the way I've programmed it. It's been fun though. I will say that. It's been fun. I'm going to have to re-look at the controls because it's just... It wasn't working too bad. Oh, what's happened there? Cap Shift S TRAC. So sensitive when it's in this mode. I literally just need to tap the keys. Cap Shift, yes, enter. Okay, so that's now saved it. Let's go back. Yeah, I'm going to have a rethink about how I'm doing the controls in this, if I'm going to have it as a keyboard and a joystick basher, because the response time is just not there. It's just not responding very well at all. You know, look how slow it is. So I need to rethink my programming here, because at the moment I'm using two counters. So when it, you know, so one P is working on counter A, O is working on counter B, and when you add them two together, if you get 3, then I'm using that to move forward. Maybe I should change it to 2, see if that makes a difference. Load 70, behave. So let's change that to 2. Will it be better now? Slightly. Oh, that's better. That's a bit better. Jump. I'm gonna. It's kind of better. Not brilliant, but it's better than it was because I've shortened it to 2 rather than 3. So when it counts to 2, oh no, it's not going to work because I'm literally pushing P now. That's the sort of speed I'd like. I think I'll change everything to in as well, so you can push 2 keys at the same time, maybe. But this is without, yeah, if I change that to 2, it's not going to work. Unless, oh, shit, what happened then? Thank God I saved it, eh? Oh, I think it's because I touched the, we had a bit of wobble with this being plugged in. It wobbled it. So let's, oh, the div then. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's because I had the joystick made the DivMMC wobble and it crashed it. It's the only problem with the joystick port being on the back, and if I plug the joystick into the ZX VGA Joy, it won't work. It only works whatever's first in line on the joystick port, which is a pain because the ZX VGA Joy got a very nice sturdy connection on it, and don't get much wobble, no wobble from that at all. But the DivMMC, it's just quite a lot of wobble on it now and again. So yeah, if I change that to 2, it's not going to work. I mean, I could change it to list 50. Maybe if I change that to 0.5, I'm just experimenting now, just to see if I can improve the response. I don't think this will, but you never know. Maybe by halving it and then saying if C equals 1, well, no, it'd probably have to be 2 again. Let me see. Yeah, so let's change that to maybe 1.5. Let's change it to 2. That didn't work. No, it's probably going to have to be. It's going to have to go back as it was because it's we need it to be an odd number for it to do the count. I'm sure there's a problem. Maybe you guys can have a think. Let me know on the next live stream how we can improve it. I mean, that works. It is working, but it's slow. I think as I jump, what I'm going to do is because we're jumping and we're moving, I'll make it go forward as we jump. Have I got the wrong? I've got the wrong what's me calls in there, haven't I? Should be +1. Problem is I don't want it moving because you could just jump and get it moving. Need a bit of thought on the old programming on this. Let me have a little, give me fingers a rest a minute and have a look in the chat room because it's coming up to 10 o'clock. No, it's not, sorry. Coming up to 9:30. Right, sorry. I'm going to scroll back because I haven't been able to read the comments. I see you were all helping me out with the jump there, and I managed to sort it because I couldn't see the chat room. The only way I can get the chat is a massive great screen, and I don't know how to get it back down, which means I can't read it while I'm live streaming. So yeah, Bootlegger basically gave me the code there, which I'd actually worked it out. So without your help, because I didn't see it. Line 71, if inking is more than 15, then let j equal 1. Line 72, if j is more than 1 and j is then let line j is more than use a floating point maybe. Al, with the amount of jumps you've coded, this should be second nature to you. I know it should. I know, but I don't know what it is. When I know someone's watching me, you know, whenever you're doing, I don't know whether you guys are the same, if you're doing any DIY at home or something and someone's watching you, now and again I'll go into like a little meltdown. You know, I'm thinking, fuck off, let me get on with it. Like, I don't like people watching me, and I think sometimes I get into that mode and I kind of goes all to pot. You could consider just one button to press for running. Might speed things up. Yeah, maybe just hit the fire button perhaps, rather than doing the old wobbling. The instructions say to press one key repeatedly as quickly as possible. Okay. So what you're saying is you don't have to do the 2 then? I thought it was the 2 for the legs, you know? Left, right, left, right, left, right. Or right, left, whatever way. We're going backwards there, aren't you? Left, right, be right, left, right, left. I would rem out various parts in the loop and see what's slowing it down. Yeah. But, you know, we've got something in place now, haven't we, to start putting something together. I will go back to Bootlegger's code there and see if his jump routine, I think it's near enough the same, mate, isn't it? What I've done now, I can't remember now. But yeah, I know. Maybe just like you say, hit the 1 key rather than just 2 keys, because obviously this is the basic version. So maybe we just hit 1 key, and when it gets to 3, it will move. We could try it, see if it speeds it up. Let's rem 60 out. So that will now go. So C equals 3. So P. So we're just hitting key P. So when it gets to 3, when it gets to 3, we want to 0 it again. I thought I was zeroing it already somewhere. Maybe I must have been zeroing it somewhere for it to work before. Variable not found, 70. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Sorry, that should be A. If A equals 3, yeah. I'm not using the C anymore because I've remmed it out, so it's not going to... Well, I deleted it, sorry, not remmed it out. See if that's any better. P, so let +1 move that from there, because it's telling it to go 0 before it gets to the line it needs to get to. It's kind of the same, to be honest. I mean, you can keep your finger on it. I mean, if we wanted to get rid of the key bashing altogether, do we get rid of the key bashing altogether? It should have been E, shouldn't it? No, it needs to be A. Now that's without the key bashing. So just keep your finger on it. List 74. Let's quickly put in there. I'll quickly put in there when we hit the barrel. So let me turn the chat off a minute. Yeah, we could put the timer inside. Sure, I can do that. That's not a problem. I'm just working out what this calculation needs to be. 43. Let's just see if that works. So I've got no key bashing at the moment. I've switched it off. So we just push key P now to get it to move. All right, so the collision detection's working. Push M to jump. Oh, it's picked it up. It's probably because it's because we've got a space maybe behind it. I think it picked up that. I might have to do a print at 10 H1 and H1 is more or less than H at oh no, I can't put it there. Don't put it there. Let H1 equal H list 700. Right, so collision detection now seems to be all right. Let me go back to the chat room. I was busy reading the chat, trying to interact and stuff. I need to sort this out for the next stream. Can you print the timer inside the loop? It might slow it down. Don't know. I think it probably will, but we will try it. I shall try it and see. So bear with me. Let me go put the timer into the loop. Like you say, it may slow it down. Where is it? Where's the bloody timer? List 200. There it is. There. So if I put it at 95, I can just copy it, can't I? Print at... It probably will slow it down. I'll put it at 19.2. Good old basics, slow, nice and slow. We're not going anywhere quick when you're programming in BASIC. Okay, so now we've got the timer on display. I haven't slowed it down that much. Yeah, I need to look at the controls for it still. You know, if I want it as a key basher game or a joystick wobbler, maybe need to put some collision detection as well if we land on top of the beer glass. But that hasn't slowed it down much at all, putting the timer in. Hit the beer glass. So I didn't make the end. I got 53. Look. What I could do, rather than it stopping like that, let's put a 4 next loop in there. 4F equal 10 to 1, step minus 1. In fact, let's do 2. B dot 1 F, next F. Okay. Cover all bases. So if we land on top of it as well. So rather than it running it, let's take it to 250. No, I've done that the wrong way round. Where's it gone? So it doesn't need to be a go to 250, list 250. Yeah, okay, we got the beeps. And if I go 260, print at 10, I don't know, 8. Game over, or race over, should we say? Race over, maybe. You fell in your beer glass. 270 4F equal 1 to 220. Next F, clear screen, and we just run the. God, we don't really need to do a clear screen, do we? Because I'm just gonna run the game for now. So at least it gives you a chance to read what you got, you know, time wise. Just move that race up a bit. To list 270. Where did I put it? It was 300, wasn't it? No, 250, wasn't it? 250. Let's move that up. I've got it on the same line. It's race over. So let's move that up to 512. Right. Oh, I was a little bit sensitive there, wasn't it? I might have to change that. Yeah, what's going on there then? List 43. Why is it so sensitive? It wasn't 43. Where is it? 74. List 74. Makes a change. It being sensitive usually. It's the other way around. Can't get it to bloody work. Might be where I've positioned it in the code. Maybe we should try that instead. Mind you, I wasn't doing it just a minute ago. It's only since I put that. That sorted it? Maybe. Yeah, race over. Right. I don't know whether there's anyone watching or what because I can't see. Let me see. 16 viewers still watching. Another 10 minutes. I'm going to call it a night anyway. I've had enough for tonight. Yeah, so little track field game, just running. We've now got hurdles. This could have been level 2. It just needs, if I'm going to turn it into a proper game, it just needs tidying up now, working out how I'm going to do it. So where was it in the list? 90, 95, it was 19. So if I go list 700, that's 700. 18. Only got 18, so let's 725 print at 18 to reminds me of that dinosaur game where you got to jump over the cactuses. I'm Manic Miner jumping over beer bottles. Whoops. It's harder than it looks actually. Race over, right, okay. Oh dear, I'm not doing very well, am I? Is it actually possible to jump over a glass? Maybe I need to up that jump a bit. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a struggle there trying to get over it. List 90. Let's make him go up a little bit higher. Maybe a bit more height might help. Excuse me. Right, so where is it? J equals 2. So let's change that 2 back to 3. See if that helps. Just going up that a little bit higher. 23. There. Jump off the screen. Still crap. Oh, I'm useless, aren't I? I'm never going to get to the F. I've managed to jump over one beer glass, bottle glass. Same thing in it. Still got the beer in it. I'm not very good at this. It might help if I change the in keys to in, so you can, because what you'll have to do is take your finger off the button to push. Imagine if it was, you know, the keyboard bashing on it now. It would take me bloody ages. Oh. You've literally got to time it right. It has made the game quite hard. You've got to jump and quickly push the P button again to keep it moving. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, it's just jump one space before the hurdle. Okay. Yes. Just knowing how to play your own game, isn't it? There's the F. Oh, that was close. Nice one. Well, there we go. We've, you know, got a little game sort of together there, haven't we? Something cute and fluffy. Oh dear. If I go to, whoops, list 230, 230 for F equal 1, 2. Let's go, yeah, let's go 220. Let's go a little bit higher because it's only to pause it. I don't like using the pause button because you've only got to push a key and it'll take it back. Next F. Clear. Then let's just run the game again. For now. Obviously, this needs a lot of work still because I would like it to be, you know, the key pushing like that. But for it to do that, gonna have to work out how I'm going to do it. I'll save this as a different file name because the other version you have got to go like that with the keys, where this version you just push the key. So that's something maybe you guys can have a think about. How can we create the movement? I mean, I've managed to create it. I'm getting it. You know, I've managed to do it. But how can we do it so it's a bit more efficient? So a better response time because it's just not working. Eventually, have a go time. If you hit a hurdle, it will naturally slow you down rather than just end the game. Yeah. Not safe. Please don't crash. Please work. Good. I could just type it in rather than pushing the button, I suppose. But, so let's call this track 2. Okay. So there we go. And beauty with saving it as a snapshot, the graphics will still be there because the graphics actually aren't in the game. I didn't program them in. It was just pure chance. I'd been playing, looking at my old Manic Miner game, and they were still locked in the memory. Right, I'm going to call it a night. People are dropping off now. People are off to bed. We've only got 9 people watching now, and it's 10 o'clock. So I'm going to call it a night. So thank you ever so much for watching. If you like what you've seen, then please consider hitting the like button. And if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. And what we've done tonight is made a little something, a little game based on a track and field game. That's what I was trying to do anyway. So we've got something there, haven't we? And maybe we can continue and build on it for the next live stream. If you decide no, not really, let's do something different, you know, because it's one of those games, isn't it? What more can we do to it? You know, it's like, what is there any point? So do we just put that one to bed and say, yeah, there you go, little tiny game. That's it, finished, and move on to something else? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Leave the comment under the video rather than in the comment section here for any suggestions, because I don't get to see this. So after this live stream's finished, leave a comment underneath the actual video. Let me know whether you think it's worth carrying on with this, or should we move on and do something else, because I'd like to create a big project which is going to run for a couple of weeks to get you all involved, like I did with the other games that we've made. So anyway, I'm going to go. So thank you for watching. Give me a minute to work out how to turn you off, because I've messed the screen up here. So let me turn the chat back off. There we go. So good night from me, and I shall see you when I see you next. Like I say, it probably won't be Sunday because it's my dad's birthday, so I'll be doing family stuff. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you later.